Alright, guys. Now, I didn't prepare anything for this, but I'm just going to wing it. I just finished working out, and I had a lot of thoughts in my mind about what I've been doing recently. And I think it can help you guys out a little bit. Now, we all have workout routines that we usually stick to. I program some for people, mainly for their needs. I programmed them for myself. But sometimes sticking to the program might not work out. And now here's what I've realized. There's a way to work out on intuition, but you have to do it properly. Alright? So a lot of people you'll see just work out on intuition. But the problem is they're not really thinking about the end result. They're just thinking about working out. That's where intuition training goes wrong. If you just go to the gym to work out, that's all you're going to do. I mean, it doesn't mean you're going to get bad results. It doesn't mean you're wasting your time. But what it means is there's no real goal at hand. Now, how can you use intuition training to accomplish a goal? It's very simple. You need to think like you've already achieved the goal. Sounds a little strange, right? But here's how it works. First of all, if you train off your intuition, you might work out with a workout partner. You guys are just chatting. You're thinking about what you're going to do later tonight. Why don't you do another set? Okay. You guys are pushing each other. It's whatever. Now, when you train off your intuition with the goal in mind, that you've already completed the goal, you'll focus on what needs to be done. You'll do just as much work that's needed to get that result. So for instance, I started training off intuition now, and I'm getting some of the best workouts I've ever had. I caught myself not focusing on the end result a couple times. And when you do that, you kind of just half-ass it. When you focus on, I want to get out of here, you're going to end up getting out of there. You're going to end up cutting yourself short. You need to think, again, I need to keep saying this, you need to think from the end result. So the end result, let's say I want bigger calves, right? I went to the gym and I'm picturing myself with some big ass fucking calves on leg day. What's the first thing I did? Did I go to squats? No. First thing I did was I went to calves. I went to standing calves. How many sets did I do? How many reps? Now here's the deal. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I did. Because what I do will make my calves look different than someone else. They might already have genetically big calves. Like, I don't do much work for my traps because I'm genetically gifted with traps. But when you look at yourself in the mirror and you think about the body, the physique that you want to have, you can see what you want to bring up. You know this. You want to bring up your shoulders, you want to bring up your legs, whatever. Say I want to bring up my shoulders. Intuitively, if I want more rounded shoulders, I'd be like, I need to do some side laterals today. Intuitively, I'll know when that was enough, when enough work is done. If I'm thinking from the goal. You see what I mean? Your focus has to be on the image of yourself that you want to portray, or the image, the body you want to have. That's where your focus needs to be. And then you work into that. You can't lose that focus of what you want to look like. When you lift, you should be thinking about your end goal, your completed physique when you go through those motions. You can feel what's been being neglected, what you haven't really pushed through, or what you haven't done. If you keep thinking about it, I'm going to say it over and over again in this video. Hey! I'm going to say it over and over again in this video. You need to think from the end result. Okay? Guys, stop it. I'm making an awesome video right now. So you need to... Hey! So you need to think from the end result, okay? So let's go some examples. And I hope this helps you guys out, because it honestly, it's mind-blowing if you just change your perception. Now, there's programs out there, let's say, for strength training. And let me also say this. You need to have some education. You need to understand that if I want to improve my chest, I don't do lat pull-downs. You need to know what exercises do what. I mean, come on. I mean, I could intuitively be like, oh, I need to do pull downs for my chest because I'm just not educated on what exercises do what. So have some kind of intuition. So for me, it's a little easier because I work out every angle that needs to be worked out. I won't do the same motion multiple times. I mean, I'm not going to do flat bench and then flat dumbbell and then another sort of flat press. Intuitively, I know that one of them is enough. As many sets as I need, as many reps as I need, and then I'll go on to the next exercise. So I hit different angles. I don't just stick on it, and that's intuitive, but it's also me understanding that one motion's working one way, another exercise is in a different motion, or a different plane's working another way, etc. You have all these scientists out there that will get you the results for a specific goal, but your body is different than everyone else's, and only you can say what you want your physique to look like. And here's another example. Intuitively, if I wanted to get stronger, my main focus was strength. What would I do? Intuitively, would I be lifting really light weight for 100 reps? Or intuitively, would I stack on some heavy ass weight and I would do lower rep range? Obviously, I would do lower reps, heavier weight. It's intuitive. I'm not a genius because of that. And if you have a program that says do 5 sets and you didn't get a good night's sleep or whatever, and you can't get past the 4th set, now you're risking injury. You see what I mean? Your body will intuitively know what needs to be done. And when you think from the goal, it will pull you there to achieve your goal. It's really just a different way of looking at things. You need to focus on the outcome. Don't focus on the work. Go in there with a blank slate. Just know, today I'm going to train legs. When you go in there, I picture my legs. I want those calves. I start doing calves first until I feel that it's enough. Now I'm moving on to another point, maybe something I have to bring up. So I picture my hamstrings big. I start working on those till there's enough, till I feel it's adequate off my intuition. Now all this seems like how everyone else trains, and everyone's looking for that answer. What do you do, man? How do I get traps like that? I always use the trap example because I have good traps. But that's the part of education that you should learn. What exercises do what. Know that lifting heavier gets you stronger. Know that lifting lighter increases your muscular endurance. There's different ways to do different lifts that you should learn, every kind of lift that you can possibly do. And then let your intuition pull all that information to create the physique that you want. That's kind of why I like training by myself. Is I don't want to, let's say I worked out with some kid, and I keep using the traps, for example, and this kid's like, man, we're going to do 4 exercises for traps. And we're going to do 30 sets. I'm like, why? Why would I want to do that? That is not, intuitively, I don't want to do that because it is not going to create the physique that I want to have for myself. You see what I'm saying? So think about what you really want for a goal. You need a goal if you really want to accomplish something. If you just want to be healthy and lift, that's still a goal. You would just think that you're healthy and think you have a good physique, and you would just do what you do. But going into the gym just to work out, what's going to happen? You're just going to work out. You're going to go through the motions. You're not going to know if it was enough or not. Maybe you just want to leave. You're thinking of something else, and that's it. Now, I know this is kind of a weird video, and it's kind of like all over the place, but if you really listen to the repetition that I put in here, you really understand. The simple note is this. Go to the gym. Think about the physique that you want. Picture it. Then let yourself guide yourself to those exercises that needs to be done. Don't let anyone tell you what you should be doing. Only you know what you should be doing. If you're uneducated, however, on what exercises do what and what targets what, then maybe you can ask someone for advice. And maybe then you can start to learn, what is what. But if you take a time out and you say, well, I know this guy and he's jacked and he says I have to do this and have to do that. Okay, great. Maybe he has science behind it and it's probably accurate. Now go look at this other guy that's completely jacked or whatever. And maybe he has science behind it that's complete opposite of this guy. Why? There's so many people. I see MMA fighters with insane physiques, and they don't even lift like us bodybuilders. And some of them look like it. Now, if they're not training like us, like a bodybuilder, how does some of them look like a bodybuilder? You see what I'm saying? Things are out the window. So I've taken like a time out from let's say the science, other than the facts that lift heavier, you get stronger, lift lighter, you better endurance, and let my body take me to where it needs to go. Now, I like to switch things up. Lately, I've been switching up the routines a little bit and keeping it interesting, keeping it fun. I like to hit everything twice a week. It's a fact that the more frequently you hit a body part, the more hypertrophy you get. And I think intuitively I would know that as well. I'd be like, man, I really want bigger arms. I wouldn't curl once a month. I'd be doing it as often as possible. See what I mean? It's intuition. So I know this video is maybe a little different, and maybe not what you wanted to hear. Maybe everyone always asks the next big guy what he does. You know, how do you get big arms, and how do you get that? How do you get this? But I think you guys should take a time out and listen to yourself. And when your body tells you that's enough for today, listen to it. And when you're ready to go at it again, go at it again. But just remember, you need to picture the results that you want to have, and then from that point, your intuition will pull you to it. So that's all I got to say today. This is probably the one fitness aspect of a channel that is completely different than what's out there. And I like that about this channel. I told myself that I'm going to make this channel just what I want to preach and what I believe, and the people that want to listen will listen and hear that message and they'll try it out. People that don't. And I have nothing against anyone that's not about it. I would love to hear your guys' alternate views on what you think about this intuition, if any of it makes sense. Hopefully I was clear about it. Sometimes I have trouble expressing my ideas. But give it a whirl, and watch this video again if you have to, because I'm already confusing myself. And there's gonna be a big change on this channel, in the sense that it's not just a fitness channel. It's a channel for changing your perception, your thinking, and in all areas, not just fitness. Fitness is a huge part of me and what I think everyone should have in their life. But it's not a strict like competitive bodybuilding channel or anything like that. It's about self-improvement and altered perception, let's say. Unplugging. Because you can go on YouTube and you can get cookie cutter, everyone doing the same exact thing, the same poses, the same routines, and everyone's right about something, but sometimes we need to trust ourselves, and sometimes you need someone like me to tell you that. So there's going to be different stuff coming, but that's it for now. See you guys. Oh yeah, also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I absolutely love this channel, and I do. If you don't follow me on Instagram yet, follow me. It's The Muscle Nerd. Follow me on Instagram. If you're curious about what I eat and what I do, I post a lot of my story there. I don't really Snapchat, so add me on Instagram. They have a story there, kind of like Snapchat, and you can see what I'm eating, what I'm doing. I give little information about stuff I learn and all this stuff to help you improve yourself. All right, guys. Enough rambling for the end of this video, and I will see you soon.